If you were surprised by things you didn't know about the Spanish language in the first part of this video, in this continuation, you'll find even more information that will surely seem very interesting to you. That's why I invite you to watch 6 things you probably didn't know about Spanish. Part 2. Number 1. The longest word, according to official data from the Dictionary of the Royal Spanish Academy, the longest word in the Spanish language. It is electroencephalographist with 23 letters, and it refers to the specialist who is in charge of interpreting the analyses used to detect anomalies related to the brain's electrical activity. I just hope I didn't sound too scientific. However, in the vocabulary of the world of psychology, there is the word hippopotamonstrosi squipedaliophobia with 33 letters, which defines the irrational fear of pronouncing very long or complex words. Additionally, in the legal context, there is the word anti-constitutionally, which means in a way that infringes the Constitution, and also has 23 letters, but, as a curious fact, neither of these 2 words are listed in the Dictionary of the Royal Academy. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the bell to get notifications of new videos. Number 2. The oldest document dates back to the year 977. Most historians and linguists have agreed to designate the Emilian glosses as the oldest document in the Castilian language, written document presented. This case from the year 977 of our era, in explanatory notes written in a Proto-Romance Iberian dialect that had just evolved from Latin, was discovered in the monastery of San Millán de la Cogolla, in what is now the territory of La Rioja. However, a controversy has recently arisen regarding another document known as the Noticia de Quesos, which dates back to the year 1915. 959, which is actually a list of provisions and an inventory of cheeses, from a monk of the monastery of San Justo y Pastor in La Rozuela, a few kilometers south of the city of León, and it corresponds to a text written in a very archaic Iberian Romance, and in reality it's more Latin than Romance. But there are already those who say it could be the precursor of Spanish. However, scholars argue that it would actually be the precursor of Leonese and not of Castilian. And in either case, this text lacks any literary value. On the contrary, it is recognized as the first true literary work. The Song of Mio Cid, by an unknown author, possibly written between the year 1100 and 1150, has survived to this day thanks to a copy made by a scribe named Pedro Abad around the year 1207. Number 3. The most surprising palindromes. A palindrome is a word or a complete phrase that can be read the same way, whether from left to right or from right to left. For example, the word reconocer, because whether you read it forwards or backwards, it will always be reconocer. A couple of slightly more complex examples are the phrases, "Sock does not snore like that," and "Adam does not give in to anything." You can check for yourself that each of these phrases reads the same in either direction. Man's curiosity has no limits, and his creativity in coming up with long palindromic compositions seems to challenge itself more and more each time. There are numerous works that have thousands of words written as palindromes. Next, I'll leave you with a short poetic composition by the author Luis Torrente.
There, carried by the troop, brought to that maneuvering place, a woman as captain will let me wear a beret, even though I hate all the troop for such clothing.
I bet you'll want to check that it actually reads the same in both directions. Number 4. The only word with all 4 Spanish orthographic flourishes. Firulete is the common name given to any orthographic flourish that can be added to the letters of the Spanish alphabet, such as the dot over the I and J, the tilde over the noun, the diaeresis over the U, and the accent mark over the vowels. However, the Dictionary of the Royal Spanish Academy defines firulete as a superfluous and tasteless ornament, regardless of its definition. The only word that contains the 4 firuletes described above is the word pedigüeñería, since it contains the dot, the diaeresis, the tilde, and the accent mark. And this word means the quality of being a beggar. That is, someone who asks frequently and insistently, so it is a rather derogatory term. Number 5. 11 Nobel Prizes in literature have been awarded in the Spanish language. As we all know, the Nobel Prize in Literature is one of the highest honors given to writers and other contributors in the literary world. And, in the words of the founder himself, Alfred Nobel, it should be awarded each year to the person who has produced the most outstanding work in the field of literature. In total, 117 Nobel Prizes in literature have been awarded between 1901 and 2020, of which 11 have gone to Spanish-speaking writers. Of these 11, 5 are of Spanish nationality and 6 are of Latin American origin. Next, we will name them in chronological order: the Spanish engineer, playwright, politician, and mathematician, José Echegaray; the Spanish playwright, director, screenwriter, and film producer, Jacinto Benavente; the Chilean poet, diplomat, and educator, Lucila Godoy Alcayaga, known as Gabriela Mistral. In 1945, the Spanish writer and poet Juan Ramón Jiménez; the Guatemalan journalist, writer, and diplomat Miguel Ángel Asturias. And the list continues with the Chilean poet and politician Pablo Neruda, the Spanish poet Vicente Alejandre, the Colombian writer and journalist Gabriel Garcia Marquez, the Spanish writer Camilo José Cela, the Mexican poet, essayist, and diplomat Octavio Paz, and finally, the Peruvian Spanish writer and novelist Mario Vargas Llosa in 2010. Number 6. It is one of the fastest languages in the world, that's right, according to a study conducted by the Dynamic Language Laboratory at the University of Lyon in France. It was determined that Japanese, along with Spanish, are the fastest languages in the world. But what does it mean for one language to be faster than another? The study consisted of measuring which languages have the highest number of syllables pronounced per second. According to the research, both Japanese and Spanish have an average speed of 7.8 syllables per second. In contrast to the above, Chinese, Mandarin, and Vietnamese are considered the slowest languages to speak, with speeds of 5.18 and 5.9 syllables per second, respectively. And that's all for today. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to this channel. I invite you to turn on the notification bell to receive notifications of new videos. See you soon.